Hi, my name's Paul Cunniff. I'm the CFO at Freeway Insurance. The key pain points for our previous risk management environment were disparate systems, disengaged team members, and a process that wasn't really visible at board level.
Until Protecht came along, we were working from spreadsheets, static data, evaluation on a routine basis, but nothing proactive at all.
We actually looked at a few different solutions in the market. What we quickly came to understand, there was perhaps an advisory element and a fully integrated approach to risk management, which could be digitalised and user experience led, which is really one of the key drivers towards selecting Protecht.
The Protecht dashboards have been a real improvement for board meetings. The board are able to visually recognise how the risks have been reported, how they've been dealt with, and the progress that's been made in closing them.
At Freeway, we're using Protecht to monitor our contracts with our suppliers, our policies in-house and for our customers, also our document management systems. It helps us across all these different areas because you can see what's been reviewed when it's next due for review.
Having that central location means that we can ensure no contracts go past their due date, no contracts go into a rolling period. We can ensure that the business is fully up to date with the contracts that it currently has in place.
Protecht has allowed us to create owned processes. If we take a risk incident model as an example, it's fully owned, it's fully monitored, it's fully reported. The speed of reporting, the speed of resolving incidents has increased 2 or 3 times, if not more, just through a managed and owned process that everybody understands and actually buys into.
The My Task function really does help with accountability, as it gives the overall view of the whole business, so you can see the incidents, you can see the actions, the RCSAs that are required from the individual people. The conversations that I'm having throughout the business are at a much deeper level. Everyone's awareness of risk has changed dramatically since we launched Protecht. Our engagement throughout a risk incident has developed a lot.
12 months ago, we would have been looking at a spreadsheet with various risks identified and status of those risks. Any kind of movement would have been quite rare. Whereas with Protecht, we now have dynamic analytics. It's much easier to monitor the controls. At the board meeting, there used to be questions raised which were difficult to answer without going away and investigating. Now with Protecht, it's a completely different ballgame.
It helps you to build things to your own specifications, bring together things that are being managed across various different platforms and get the MI that you need from it. It means that we're actually getting more time to spend on how we deal with the risk and what actions we can take to prevent them occurring again in future.
Risk isn't just a regulatory issue, it's actually a business issue. You actually need a risk appetite to grow. It's an enabler of business improvement and business change, rather than understanding who's at fault, why is there a risk incident. I think that's been a really key development that's come from what we've built around the Protecht system as well as Protecht.
We'd certainly recommend Protecht to others in the market for a very good risk management operation. We ourselves undertook some research in that area. Basically found that the majority were just enhanced spreadsheets. The use of Protecht is a dynamic we found as a game changer.